wishes from all your friends. Once again, happy 70th birthday, Palmer Buckle, Reverend Palmer Buckle.
Hello.
What do you say? I'm police beat me up at you.
Police. Kwame.
Papa.
Police me yo. Police then I where the police mo.
Papa.
If you see police me, I tell me catch you say e kura no mfimfim wo wa say den kura gina mo ensuru no. Na me then na me say we ase. Police. Me say ka be na kura na ka me go na be me. Na the police me fa me na hwe na kede si chedi kurum ka. And within 15 minutes, can help insurance. A jabetum, 15 minutes. Opa, police no omra. Tell me what happened. I am calling my organizers. 15 minutes. One woman family go police station. One day I you this got them. Yes. God, you not small boys how? You not small boys how? A crowd film go wa. You didn't know I one. Means slow with it.
Sir.
Come in American. Means slow with it. One omra. You writing here, no?
Roma, a tutor, the police station, maybe, idea, Busa, DC, and Percent. Idea, police station, Bacromano. Yeah, Bachini Papi, I'm a Rantibi, Abomo, Dom Percent. Police for Ben, and son, no much in part of police station. It's the police for no call, and I'm renting a quack police, no. And I'm going almost suspected them no. Now I police for them I'm say and no cry no BBC or race course. Go more demo per fans as you see die. Police work was stop home no more started to police no yen a bomb home buy. Police no yen a bomb property home buy. Now say yen to be a my home buyer. Now if I saw by the way so. Obi abe what you say police station ya chi di pa ho. O de open police station wa ko yi de panoa me fa o se be de Kumasi police na ba be gu kroma ya ye 1-to-1 boot to boot mo se mo na mo so ma ye mo aso ma ye ne ma ye mfa nya adwuma ye ma na ye be yusu na no make us na make ma ka ase fo nko me ka mo bia o te ga na se emre na grofo take police station no e te se twam police force a mo be ye adwuma wa ha no e te se mo ye adwuma no ma animonyam ba police adwuma mu enye se kroketwa yi mo ba jeje bribe mo ba now the police ba jeje bribe heart o police ni ba ha o che ba jeje the provoke so mo ni ba bro so enti se police ni so ye obi abone a o ma ya so nti na obi afa emra no e hyenisem BSFM 104.3 good to meet you
Prof Machie
Mejoson Kwame
Boko de
Boko na unso e
ya me ne hene ade achi no pay dance no adaje
ele nyame ase
Nana for you
Grandpapa
Otren
nyame na adumo nyame na adum
ana pay dance no adajo
yes
Nana bi
champion chairman general
Machie
general Mejoso
Boko de
Julian Pondarama ordinance of family
the nyame ase adaje no adaje enso
pacho se unso ho ye de
mi jina me na so nyame adum divine selection nti aja ye be fa na sa ada nyame ase for now ni betimi ya no Prof
yes sir
wa mahana nka be me ya wa mahana nka be me ya
professionalism
because me wa asembia na mpesi me bisa nti me de pa se wa ba ha
okay
why are we so dishonest? I didn't think that you intimi ni ye hono kre. I'll come to the intia me bisa us asem. And now my penny fellow Ghanaians number 11. Universities baby. That's for final year students. I started distribution of PPEs at the mass schools, teacher for school for near there. Yeah, COVID cases are kosoro. me say as at the end anajo near yakika 12,000 enyem mo wase yaka say ebetwem wo ho. But the good thing is a recovery is not so quite impressive, over 4,200. Unfortunately nipa 54 assure munkwa, including MC for second D. We done the baby ko. Your health minister enya COVID. Yatiso Daligon Hospital, the University of Ghana Medical Center. Ninti amidi can be asked a question. Minim say a stigma no. Say send ya manual semtio. Say a dianyo. Health minister asked me by. Oh, no cre and no cre. Nebisi omne na kasa o say no cre. Ebisi osu o fan in for the diabetes. Ebisi o correct wo ho. As a health center and a hotel and a resort. Mrashe bejum. Be na otwika krebi be miensa as 9 year trip. Report by say mrashe bejafo ebinom any adwumayefo bi mu wo ya tested positive for COVID. Majority leader. Say no cre. Director of Public Affairs Parliament. Abeka say no cre. Mrashe bejafo bi say no cre. Muntaka Mubarak, Mrashebeje ni ojina ma so ase. O se no kre. Ama ebi twabo no. Keka koka. Ane the enya ntie ne say speaker. Ani majority leader. Ani panyifo bi Mrashebeje say Mrashebeje afo no omunya COVID no. Ani adwumayefo nya COVID no. Omunya afie hoba. But we denied it in the beginning. Yamanyosem. Stigma. Sru. Dientina. Yari BBC no. Yentimi and discussing openly. I don't know. I dream no Bibi. You know what is it? Mintiasi. But I know your main question maybe based on your the but number 11 tertiary schools Jamia sure also final year students are trauma there and COVID-19 cases. Prof minufia say any come
yo Jama you know me that and
Mr. When you time say no one behind because I'm looking for answers
any etiefo nyina so ase yedo omampanyin so ase say let me say sa yare die start here no so also on manage no yabona baso most of the time e ba na ka say to see say there is clear leadership efa ekwaya efa so na ya address COVID-19 so when you be odu enim na o ka o kire obede yadu de say wo ye challenges are what to be kept in the dark no a problem. I mean say a program you so first time I buy every year talk on COVID-19 me try for you be me can say the fight against pandemics to say COVID-19 no me use where to be say it's not only biomedical me church mu actually say Dr. Fonko Juma. Me mama for etiase say yarana free baby say free abuemu say free pumu say free duemu whatever. The ehiane say enya free the source na abewura nipa mu no. The next phase I be hunu what do we do to make sure say from one human being to the other you to me a blockade the spread of the virus. Na eno na wonga esua virus ho adwuma ne diseases a was a pandemic nature e kire say aboa no baby aboa no fi say e freeze up stage no na e be wura nipa mu a every attempt effort o say efa the human transmission science no say if baby and e ko intimi na menya bia how do you make sure I don't transmit? I can say, there are two main ways researchers actually say ɛfa obinya COVID-19 baako direct contact say bia we flew the few bi ho on sa kan na dia akọ wani ana wano ana ohinimu na akọ lungs mu. Second one no which is say it can be airborne through aerosols. Enti one the science of it say bit to me see no kan say one way of doing a mask which will come on later on. Now the science of transmission there's a huge issue of misinformation, which is se me na menya bia e kwan a wan be free me ho e dia kọ ofoforo ho no se me manya the right information na the obey me no so anya the right information just that we keep spreading and we keep infecting each other. Now my friend we are not into your question about the issue of Argentina. Yet disregard it, we are virtually dismissive. Say I don't know say bia as we see enya bia e be nyabi. Come here to say the science of the transmission of a virus is also very much determined by the culture, by the context. If you are working in a context and a culture, there's a lot of stigma. One. Number two, there's a lot of misinformation. Number three, there's a lot of myth. Myth, atosembia, aje hini.
Yeah.
And you're not correct. But this we have a culture where a lot of people subscribe to all kinds of myths. I mean, so here WHO side of Honoma, they keep on, debunking a lot of myths about COVID-19. So they keep on doing that. So you get the truth out. Now, about Ghana, maybe a second time to say, I got worried when I heard some politicians and leaders be in Ghana, a big crowd challenging those who have been declared cured, for example. It's all because statement it was deeply rooted in even officialdom.
Yeah.
And the problem is that when you have officials who will be denying because they virtually are moral exemplars and there's a politician, a MP, or so forth. And I mean these powers in our communities. What do you expect?
Yeah.
The next will be that so being so or your ordinary person or hide it. Tibeka said our fight against COVID-19 spread no. Misinformation are echo. Official admission or otherwise. 1 year a year politicians scientists and whatever was obi jina kaso when you na so nya bia ni nyina no e feed into the public mindset say ade kra say sheda hi we bia enti eno so ka ho me be ka bio e wo ha say yan sheda and show clear sign be say there are particular restrictions bia you restrict your ho you share the signs of it. Say you call partial lockdown.
Yeah.
What was the science that came out of the partial lockdown? What did we observe? Did we see say you call partial lockdown? No? The number of cases drop in certain particular epicenters. Say no you call mask. I'm just interested to find out in the next couple of days. Say a free and they be a enforcement. No. The next 14 days, what will come out? Makase. If we are not very clear contextually with the science of fighting COVID-19 in our context, it becomes a problem. It's good to copy and look at what is happening in other jurisdictions and find out, say, in the UK, in the US, in Japan, in other areas, no, oh my way. And these are the Nema Yehuse Akoso. And to Kwame, Nema Miensa and I account for the Obisa.
Yeah.
They did kind of say. Our fight, and I'm so happy that President Ekan Wasem, just that I didn't see the clear kwan na ɔde to ho sɛ yɛmfa fight stigma, but one of them ɔka ho asɛm no ɛyɛ stigma. Sɛ he is worried sɛ wɔn yɛnyɛ bi no ɔmo kɔ ɔmo nkuromo ne ɔmo fie a na families ankasa krampo stigmatize ɔmo. But what do we do? Is it just saying that let's publicly educate people? Say I think say that blanket way doesn't help. And maybe in America and no some kakra and the stigma no ewo. Number 2 they say we have officials who still somehow maybe subscribing to some myth. And they fear say hey now me MP and forget this is electioneering year.
Exactly.
And they say oh no but now say me manya bia already how can the person so it's going to be a campaign. So there's a fear there. Say manya bia I be a main compensation. Some, as I'm aware, are still in their primaries or something like that.
MPP primaries is Saturday.
That's the point. And you know, say, primary be a campaign be underground. Now, you have to say when you be I mean, who will be there? People may run away. And you know, part of what is happening now, I do appreciate the challenges at Omo. Now, mfoninya chachre the public mindset, no, that's where the issue is. And so be I don't think my final point on that, they say, Kwame, the fight against COVID-19, maybe kind of last meeting I say, about the you say yeah, let's say yeah, pipe in Nema about a kind of person that can. Mommy, just 1 minute. Now, men piper and Muslim Hanum. Yen share some of the good things are echo. Yen query some of the things now. It be a bit to me a pejamuno. Na aquino. Na abuam yen who say the ababe yan away. Yen so yamoy hubai. Ye did kind of say, oh, here President reports no more. One of the areas are walking on some hotspots.
Yeah.
Clearly, Yahoo say. Virus no some areas be honoma a pejanu hu ana a pejanu hu over the period that enim na aban any eda ho eno no em say that am kan say eboa e ma won a eti ho no say what say e kasa obe taking it serious bebo won ho ban na say ye were protocols be a we say we apply themselves to her we to me e dey aye aban e kan about 3 T's no 3 T's no ye me maka. Now, Mesa can be say, yeah, but I have a problem. If look, testing is good. A boy, said ye be a cano. A bam who say, if you have this population, now to me are testing percentage, and you be now isolate you one. A boy, in fact, a boy pa. No, no, testing no. The more I will testing no. Now we know more cases no. Our economic implication. I was about nipa no ban. I was we treat some of what enya bi no say obeye severely affected. I was say they have to go on maybe some machines or have to be taken care of the ICU and all of those. It put pressure on medical doctors. And they make early days they say some treaties no it must go together. It must have equal status with public education. Because the more you test, now we know what are you doing? It's a cost 90 work. We know now say I now, until we more no, you're going to go up numbers na ebe kosro. Kosro no I am passe. Oh, Jim Crawford say want to me and infect others. But the question you haven't asked, you haven't solved is how are they getting infected? That's the issue. Say maybe we call 1,000 every 20,000 population more. My idea. But if I go back again, let me say 2,000, 20,000. Fundamentally, may solve the issue be what is happening there. You will get tired in just picking people who are infected. Finally, your health system will be overwhelmed. And in the early days, you can say, some 3 T's no must have the equal concentration of government focus on education. Say the person may say. Said the area say yeah 3 T's no. Say public. That is
tracing, testing, treating.
That's the point. And no so and very serious. And the other me can say NCC is it NCC?
Yeah, National Commission on Civic Education.
Yeah, more. Akandia. Obey to me, Edia, public education. You can say you engage various religious leaders. You can say you be. Now, I still have a problem. Say, test. We should solve the problem. What is the cause? So say active cases a little over 7,000, and shut down nurse be sa yenyaji. Nipa be we, but ebe boa say you better share public education then. I think come over. Say schools EDB. There are two major sources. But I was on man so first one no churches on the 5th, and you can say you left it easy, and you say you're easing completely, especially eased, and suddenly apply themselves to the protocol. I buy Edia to now want to me enquire 100 1 hour, respect the 1 meter distance and all of the other protocols. Secondly, schools near say at the time now restrictions na traffic dina echo if you say ye YB e akoma sorry any YB e schools they can earlier on say some areas no churches at the time I can say pastors are frontline workers in a way, because at a point no say easy restrictions now you want to trust their judgment. Say ubetumi abua or members say ubi applying to the protocols. Abem ama most churches have started. We are counting from 19th of this month. And you say if we are still getting more cases, not just say and I'm hoping say nothing of that nature will happen. But the face school for eco school. And to be say now the schools, lecturers like myself and non-teaching staff obedience a frontline worker in a way, because you want to be sure that students will apply themselves to the protocols.
Yes, and the process you also exposed.
Yes, I can tell you for a fact, yes, because we see what is happening among the medical doctors and nurses and health workers who are working on this. That some of them are getting exposed and getting infected. And questions are on the minds of several university and tertiary institution workers. Then on whatever, then I meet my own home by over 600,000 masks or so PPEs are sent to the tertiary institution, which is good. Now, this is another spot. Lecturers and university workers should equally have some education on how to take care of themselves and the students who come, especially those who are going to SHS. Yeah. And they are going to be there for about 6 weeks or so, if I'm correct. And it's quite a period. If virus to me, I shall have about 14 days to 6 weeks there, emotion. And the one showing here. So we are beginning to see another set of group of people to me, I expose that. I am happy the president talked very much about securing lives. Say, one person do sa school to me as any problem here from them. That is really commendable, and I think say Afutua president Dima various institutions say I think that is fine. Come in, my friend, I'm free. And I want schools also. Say various universities, meaning me university for example, you a COVID-19 response team. Also ebe fadi abayakan. Now I translating into something that is applicable to the universities. And I strongly would recommend and advise say schools are doing especially secondary schools. And I'm saying that because adolescence is the most turbulent stage in a person's life. And a good year, Jama share the account it can expose them. Yeah. And the over investors now, I know problem because they are generally younger, age number. But the secondary schools are extremely important. And the I must say, President Kai, sports and event and all of those outdoor waiting and say, but the ability of the teachers to keep an eye on the students. Now, Yabo say, Ombet Messia, the maybe some question.
Yeah.
Sir, extra work and every teacher for China, you don't almost some support to be a now. Almost so, a better market to Mokakara now. Amongst them, they encourage you because they are virtually going to be supervising studies and they are also going to somehow help enforce say a school for share their mask. And I did a bit of sampling opinions from parents just a couple of days ago, and most parents are worried that their kids are going to school. But as I often say I'm sure now no I was so brown so tie to munina for say ekwan bi aso ba no COVID-19 abey endemic ye ne no nete tie ko ye nim die said ye aban etu na nambo yi a ebi wo hono ma ye de kakra fa mu say ebetumi akoyi no ye nso ye mo ye ma no ho ban ye nkasa nkyero mo na memo bi am kishi no. We have to still move on as a nation, but we have to move on calculatedly. It begins from the home, and it gets to government.
Prof, that's say, but Obi say Neba a student or Achim State Senior High School is a private school in Achimda. The school management have called to inform me that my ward is to report to school on the 22nd of June.
Sure.
I want to know whether the president allowed non-final year students in private schools to operate or not. Nanayao, meaning say a final year SHS, JHS, and a gold track. Am I right?
Yes.
Second year gold track.
And a second year gold track. It is our banner. Our final year SHS, final year JHS, and answer our gold track second year also Timiku school. Scientists are there, Mona. I totally believe that it's because of stigma that prevents people from owning up. Many people are afraid to go to the hospital because of fear of being tested. If the health minister himself is afraid of stigmatization, then all of us cannot be blamed. I wish him speedy recovery. Nanabi, your microphone is live from Gasti Man in Brekum. The minister has a primaries coming up. He needs to admit that he doesn't have a weakness. Greed Nano Fury of PPP for me. From Kofi Jarting, his intern at MIDA. Well, from what I understand, the minister is going unopposed. So he has nothing to fear. Absolutely nothing to fear. So no wahala. This one says maybe the 3 T's could or should become 4 T's. Teaching. So we should have tracing, testing, treatment, and teaching. Educating people. That's Jimmy Alute. Anyway, that's for you.
Grandpapa. Grandpapa, I'm the question at the share program. You see, a very serious question, because the issue of information and our trust as somebody you look up to your president for direction. And when there, most of us, you share solution into you submit to directions of the president. There, or from when you a lot of information from the various sectors, and put it together now on my direction. Then a president's man in charge of health, when you be now, there's issues about him saying that will be another onibi of ownership, or making mockery of all the things our president saying here, and a stigmatization, yeah, awkwardly. Grandpapa,
yes.
You need consistency and oneness of voice. And what the idea here for me. One was Shamra. I also look up to them. Also, Obi Nibi. Now, the effect of Obi Wobi, no, Grandpapa, and I kind of whether elections or no elections, no, or affect the lives. Imagine they will be. I could share all constituency executives in your own Zinkita when you they will be. And then I'm not a pro, the echo town to town. village to village. Enye traditional authorities na dze enye otacha senye okasa. Na will be. My parliament crapo ekohoma say speaker ni yom hihye ne there. Hey, mo mba on fa be sam. Wow. Mo fa be sam. Mo fa wa age won tnafie. Won isolate won.
Men you was even yo.
Oh, grandpapa. O say we be misi bi ni ho, oni ho. Na feji ho, afeji men fa be sam. Grandpapa mixed message, you know. O ma ye nyina ye yem hihye more. Because if I didn't now the Minister of Health now on all my statistics now all come here down. When you be what me can't change when you be. Now go through treatment. Now you be okay. Here the man. Yeah na monocrapono. Yeah arrest there. Obey ye because open ye be. What can't change or go through process or sano yare. Ya pompire ye daman. Nese can't change nese cohort there rest. If you fear the Cotton Hospital arrest her. Grandpapa, it gives room to all of us there. They to share more. Grandpapa, President's statement in reported in the Daily Graphic, page 3. Also, President said, we'll put you in quotes. If we do not test people for the virus, we will not find the person who are positive. Let alone isolate them from the population, treat them, and prevent them from spreading the virus. Grandpapa, President Akademaji, ye boy school. Ye boy school, students equal school. Are we going to test them? You better who there will be the fear or derba. You better who the supporting staff will be a seven open clean the hall, another baby or the fear or derba. You better who the lecturer now overcharging on seven or the fear or the river. Baseline statistics ben or what? You better there, you boy school and they within 2 weeks. Yeah, another testing now. We can understand there's been a growth. Grandpapa, you better match there. As in what sure another wabba foam, another containing. Because President say we can never know unless we test. And if President Academy, we can never know unless we test. Ni boy school for all the children to go at grandpapa. You better. How will we know? Asymptomatic or so one symptoms be a tree about the church and Kofu what you doing in grandpapa or you be it cannot show there one day or ye baby beginning and task. Or you asymptomatic or show one grandpapa. A true be anywhere whatever you would see there with temperature or better they will be another newbie. It's not the case. He a part of the myth of the issue. And I want to know as a parent, remember what SHS 3. Me tell minister no on one platform, grandpapa, the Minister of Education, me penasempa, because the implementation of this F cube free SHS watch there or akukuju or nyansa what they. Grandpapa, me tell you was some station. No, say one of the parameters and kawarisha near there. Exam now work control no. What's 30% here interim assessment from the schools. And 30% of what mark of your school. Now they would have looked at the situation here, and they will use that 30% to assess you. Now our data dating back for 20-30 years warning the curve of what the average students will be coming from different places and how they will place you. Also, so we use that 30% and we here in social only one. Work for university so say a science student obia general science. Humanities, general humanities. After first year at the university and your results, second year, then they will begin to place people in specific programs. Grandpa, this option, yes, that man has the solution. What solution? Grandpa, going back to school, who doesn't want their child to go to school? But once you open anybody go to school, when you controlled atmosphere and control processes, when you testing to see that will be another nibi. so that we can know how to treat a person. Grandpapa says, yes, when you are honest, how are you going to do the contact tracing on boarding school when the thing has spread all over? Walk a classroom, what the hall, walk a dining hall, one night, so they know, they talk to each other. They say, yeah, we're in steady groups. We're all these things, and Grandpapa, the probability of contractment is very high. Grandpapa, again, BBS or they well best practices. Grandpapa, you were different countries, a what boy school, what's that too? The reopen school, Israel, all this other, what's that too? Because Grandpapa, the numbers, what baseline study of Nkofa will be when school open. And then after 2 weeks in Kofa, what's saying you be when they was share numbers, Grandpapa, now numbers near astronomical in proportion. And Grandpapa, this thing, what do you answer these fundamental questions? How do you piece these fundamental questions? Because if you open the school, now you're in there, the probability of the numbers going up. Grandpapa, why never says your own contractor on to remember few. Because up a fear, we are in jeopardy. And him fan will be hold, for that period of time to take care of the part. And I walk hold the national insertion in the first place the okoye. What will happen to insertion? Grandpapa, what will happen to insertion? We'll bet my try not to main truck because the fact that walk off for 11 weeks at the SHS level. 11.
Is it 6 or 11?
11. Oh yeah, 6 weeks for classrooms and 5 weeks for examination insertion. Or 11 weeks in total, Grandpapa.
Are you sure? I don't think that's
10%. Or 11 weeks in total. Or 6 weeks for classroom work. And 5 weeks for examination workshop. Or 11 weeks. Grandpapa, this is a very serious situation. Very serious situation. Out there, share a solution to this. Me, I'm not here to just raise an alarm, but Grandpapa, this I am on a platform with parents. Grandpapa, yes, school near our parents platform. Now I am shishing my parents watch run on your easy prof analysis no about parents apprehension. Remember the first hand that on a platform alone, parents are crying, looking for direction. Grandpapa, PPP assembly was sending a text message there. They only get one nose mask. One reusable nose mask. Now we have been told that we must buy extra. And some other materials. And teacher, the thing is on us. Also, we are going to as parents to take care of this. And we need to have a solution, Grandpapa. The Minister of Education. That option now, or really see the two home now, okay, they can use it, I will pray and employ them. They look at that scenario because only a more practical of a solution to solve your condition. One of the solutions. Tell me, I support him 110%. Mobile CBI because that free continuous universal basic education or your baby and me passion room that or your baby over my money. Work on him, intimate power. Won't share this particular aid. Then, Grandpapa, the numbers here all go up in terms of registered aid. They were testing 10 to 12,000 people a day. Now they have reduced it to 3,000 people. Reduction to 3,000 people a day. The numbers of the infected is going up. Profit analysis now. When we were testing 10 to 12,000 people. The numbers of infection are now out versus now that we are testing 3,000 people. Numbers now concern in terms of the people who have contracted the COVID-19, which means that Grandpapa said, you really see testing about to 10 to 12,000 people. The numbers will be quantum, it will be huge numbers. Because at 3,000 a day, the numbers are going higher than when we were doing 12,000 per day, Grandpapa. And this thing, no matter with this thing. And look, the people on the street watching there, they have mixed messaging. We need to put the messaging packages tighter and closer because What doing there by the release of certain restrictions, you know, or the loosening of certain restrictions, you know, what doing there, the thing is under control. She knew they are walking about as if nothing is happening in Ghana here. Grandpapa, that attitude alone, no, is alarming. Alarming. Last time it take Prof there also it takes 21 to 24 days to institute a culture of change or change a mindset of a person the way I want you. Grandpapa, we have not been consistent and we have not applied knowledge and science to some of the things that we do. Because there change of behavior and attitudinal or your incubator period of 24 days minimum. That means that we should be consistent in the way that we do our communication for the minimum of 24 to get the person used to ways that they will be changing, what ways of doing things. And to Grandpapa, where we are now, we are not anywhere in control of this COVID-19. Other countries, we learn from best knowledge, deductive analysis. That is what science is. You gather from all over the world that the probability, internal in Penyufo, what's in Penyufo, Grandpapa, do you know why?
Why?
Ote ne baby, and the one who more from a bear 100 wafu a J. When you are with see, what we see, you know, when there bear 96 of the people will boo one name. And it's a hour for Janus or catch or they say if we see a boo name, a boo name is or yanyan. Grandpapa, the statistics of the world they try and they say a boy school, the numbers of COVID-19 infection over question. It is there. It's staring us in the face. Google says how many countries have closed their school.
Even if we put measures in place.
Grandpapa, sometimes Grandpapa, we make mockery of other countries. So, and now 77 there, we have the master knowledge of formula. Grandpapa is not the case. They put in processes and procedures. And the process
Israel, and the process and procedures failed.
Israel, when you mention Israel, what's the Americans will create the technology? Israel phone watch on how to use it. Israel, or your highly knowledgeable society. I am quoting Israel because of the propensity for the average citizen in Israel to be conscious. Now Israel, Abba school, and Israel are close to school. Are you saying that we are more conscious as a society than Israel? It can't be the case. Grandpapa, it cannot be that argument will not hold. Any attempt to make that argument is on a slippery slope. Because we learn from best practices of the world. I am saying that the Honorable Minister for Education, for who I trust is a very enlightened person, said that as part of the options, there was an option of using interim assessment to assess the children and for them not to go back to school for the possible increase of the COVID-19 virus. Grandpapa, I hold his leg to that one. That they should explore that one, Grandpapa. They should explore. Many churches have not opened. Still, with the fact that they say they can have 100 people. Because what your analysis, what's chance where your analysis quiet for if 100 people could not hold. So they decided not to open. A communion outside. Now all those things. They saw that some of the processes they could not hold. So what did they do? They held back. They haven't opened. Yes, they have the ability to go for 100, but they have not opened. Because what your analysis who there as in boy. Grandpapa, me say, yeah, boy, school, yeah, your analysis here, Grandpapa, as in boy. One my review His Excellency in his
boy schools now.
Grandpapa, yeah, the Minister for Education, my alternative for not opening the school. You mean I'm yo, man, cooking can wo baby yo. It was the minister who really see that alternative there, or a real and doable alternative. And to be a real and doable alternative, Grandpapa, I think we should look at it. Because the COVID-19 is nowhere under control. From testing of 10 to 12,000 people a day, and the numbers that were coming out, to testing now 3,000 people a day, and the numbers shooting up. Grandpapa, it's not proportional. It's not proportional. the numbers will continue to go. And it's not the making of a president, or it's not the making of a sitting government. Grandpapa, this is something that a force majeure by act of God. It has nothing to do with anybody who be feel it there. Or no, or they should not take that responsibility on themselves, because it is not them. And you wanna, and your president or the bay, and your abay osidun or the bay, and your Ghana funny the bay. This is a worldwide phenomenon. We must deal with it impartially. Neither you bring anything into that. We shouldn't fear anything about this political. What did she say? Aja or all Ghanaians are only color. Now, to me, I am pleading that with the honorable minister's own alternative solution to the problem, or make it perfect sense. Grandpapa, I plead that we look at that option, then push that option onto the children. Because if Prof is saying that in your adolescent stage, that is the time you're more experimental, a time it was energy, a time I want all of these things, and those things cannot be controlled overnight too, Grandpapa. The mind are okay, or you're innate, or you're part of the creation of man from childhood to adolescence to adulthood. Until the nature and the activities of an adolescent, it means change. You can't change it overnight. You can't change it overnight. Until it will take much more time. Until the processes that you put in place. Now, Grandpapa, what are the health places within the schools that will be able to take care of the children? And how come we don't have alternative mechanisms for those parents who might say that may risk no life at the school? There should be an alternative, that the portal that they can go and learn and teach their kids, for them to be able to go and write the exam. There must be an alternative. So I am pleading that at least provide the alternative for there to be a choice. Now you make a decision based on the alternative. Because this thing, it has nothing, I repeat, on your present, not the magic bag. On your party A, party B, party C, not the magic bag. Or your worldwide phenomenon, pandemic, awaba. Until you solve it dispassionately and stop putting pressure on political people, and they are taking political decisions. We must be very careful that we don't take political decisions in the midst of a pandemic. On your fault,
Nana for him, I mean that's it. Now I'm coming before Nana B comes in. This one from Kokrokoo in Holland. He says schools have been reopened for about a month now in the Netherlands, in spite of the high cases of COVID-19. No cases have been recorded in the schools. The measures put is adhered to. That's the only antidote. This disease has come to stay. We should learn to live with it. It seems Ghanaians are complaining too much. Let's all remember, life must go on. We should simply adhere to the protocols. Kokrokoo in Holland. Chairman General, I'm sorry, but can the president just appoint a single smart and effective person to lead this fight instead of leading it himself in this scary, frightening way? So is there anything the black man can be good at? We don't even have an excuse to have more than 1,000 cases in Ghana, but this is where we are. Kufaros in Tema. Let's see if there are any others here. Paragraph 22 of EI 134 makes the reopening of schools optional. If the school authorities think reopening of schools is not sustainable, they are entitled not to do so. However, if they do reopen, then they must observe the mandatory safety protocols and measures. In any case, there were consultations between government and the school authorities prior to the decision to do the limited reopening of schools. Well, in my candid opinion, the president is rushing too much in relaxing COVID-19 restrictions. We are at war, and where we don't see the enemy. When we are in such a war, health and life comes first. The president is worried about the economy and education. In my opinion, these will come later. Fighting for the economy and education now, instead of for peace and lives, should remind us all of the biblical quotation, what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? Dr. Amuakom Aben Wahab. Kwame, until we change our behavior and attitudes and obey all the protocols, the virus will continue to spread. And that is George from Osu. It is true that the education minister mentioned as part of the options that assessment was an alternative. However, further probe into that option revealed that the teachers have not been consistent in doing so. A clear revelation that supervision at the education service has not been apt. Ni in Bachona. Now, this one from Master Planner says, I keep asking myself, what if COVID-19 comes to an end in 2023? Should our children stay at home? We are deceiving our children to be teaching them by virtual learning, and they are deceiving us to be learning by virtual series. Let us follow the safety protocols. Fellow Ghanaians, we're not in normal times. Good morning, Chairman General. Reopening of schools for final year is good, but government must do everything right to protect them. Lampard Amanfrom in Kumasi. Nana Furi's analysis on the increasing numbers of positive tests with decreasing tests means at original test levels, positives will be higher. This is not scientific. The criteria for targeting potentially infected people may have been refined for specificity. Bob Mensah. How many Israelis have died from COVID-19? How many tests have been conducted? How many positive cases have been recorded? It appears there's too much speculation and guesswork in Ghana's journalism. Until the president spoke, we journalists called the health minister to confirm whether indeed he was one who said he was resting at UGMC, APJ in Sunyai. The reopening of schools is very serious. Now, many countries who open schools have closed. So we should be very careful. After all, if one year education system changes, what will be the problem? Suli Shaibu in Enchi sense that. Your panelist talked about other countries without supporting his deliberation with any statistics. He should support his argument with figures. We should rather be preaching behavioral change amongst the population, especially in our markets. Nana Fori is only lamenting. He sees more doom than hope. Ghana is different, so will the programs not be the same? Let's see hope rather than doom. Kwejo Imbechem. And then okay. Please remind your listeners, Ghana is not reopening schools. Only final year students are going to school, unlike Israel. That is the difference. KSK, what happens to the final year uni students, nursing and teacher colleagues? And again, was Israel opening of schools gradually or wholesale? Louis Sefhiland. I support Nano Furi. There must be a way out for our final year students to graduate without necessarily being in school. Final year students did not sit, international baccalaureate. Final year students did not sit for their final exams, but have still graduated waiting to enter college. Less advanced, for we are not in normal times. Education is not all about exams. NICAD, Ashonman Estates. Bema Sampson says COVID-19 has come to stay. We need to adhere to the protocols. Simple. Farouk in Tema. Fellow Ghanaians, the spirit of our forefathers and future generations will never forgive us if we succumb to COVID-19. It's not about us succumbing to it. You know, malaria, tuberculosis, hepatitis, CSM kill people more each year than COVID-19. And yet our children are never stopped from schooling and teachers never stop teaching. Ghana is no different from the rest of the world. Mauli in Pram Pram. And then Nana Ikwamwa Boating says, I wish the health minister a speedy recovery and my prayers with his family and that of the late MCE. We still need the schools to reopen and observe the basic safety protocols. My question is, will our schools be closed again if the virus begins to spread amongst the students? Nick G, Ifia Takrade. Well, I guess we'll have no choice but to close. Abi? Maybe so, no. Nana be Pachobrem.
Chairman, Medasi. Chairman, Mamencha will be Mamencha and Penivonso, Amene, Omo, Ewo, if you dream, I say.
Yeah, you so.
Chairman, Bene Minia, Nana, a dream can be so bad. no kwasem ne ahobrɛsɛm I say he sounding a bit ɔyɛ alarmist kakra ɛwɔ nsɛm ne bi ho although or point o make ya yanto ye boase kakra chairman sɛ wohwɛ ewiase nyinaa hyehyɛ na especially wohwɛ coronavirus ya chairman omo menya bi positive cases here no over 8 million worldwide chairman omo a areho kwan so omo free mu 436,000 chairman omo ho atɔ omo nyame adaroma omo ho atɔ omo no so no over 4 million chairman yare sɛ ne yɛsi kɔi sɛ wotie ewiase ne mpanimfoɔ a doctor for omo ma ben wɔ saa dwumadi mu a ɛnya ade a ɛkɔ ɛnya ade ɛkɔ kyena
where they mean trawa no obi de ne ba adie ascend me from the UK send you account about measures in share bit me ma omako school school no me school ne dien fi me ya bofra ne dien fi but I say dear parent carer we're looking forward to seeing ... for his induction morning this week. Year 6 students will enter through the side car park gate on Holydale Road. We politely again request that you leave as soon as your son has been dropped off and ensure social distancing from other families at both drop-off and collection times. Upon arrival, we'll provide hand sanitizer for your son and will direct him to a specific desk. If you have any paperwork to drop off, there will be a box to put this in. As per guidelines for schools, if your son or any member of your family is showing symptoms of COVID-19, please ensure he remains at home. Further guidance can be found. This is just a measure. Eco school. And hey, then I be to us.
Chairman, yes, I point I'm busy making is a
yeah.
Utie mpanimfoɔ ne nkɔmmɔ mu a expert scientist nyana ababetena enti mpaeba ne yɛbɔ so yɛbɛnya no aduru ɛnɛ malaria ababetena yɛntem ɛnɛ chairman flu hyɛ influenza ababetena yɛntem enti mpaeba ne yɛbɔ ne sɛ ɔmo anyamede nyansa mo no mɛsua mu adeɛ no bɛnya ho aduru ɛde amaye chairman sɛ yɛka sɛ no nti ɛmbɛgye bibia mo so a na ɛha adwen kakra na ofuri kasa no chairman say Israel they may be a powerhouse but nyame no mukre ne yare ba nyame enam na adom so amagana ya so mu yi pa tina no for kana Israel crana Israel chairman you started enhanced contact tracing now abrofo ne bi kran hyase africa no ma be planning and ebiem nana misrao Israel there times of Israel times almost all Israeli kids to return to school Sunday as education system reopens almost all na me can't me no how say there be no say from say there be Israel shall in fact chairman there was a point come here senka ombeko e me propose Israel say come beko part time any days and be more keke against that idea. So Openi Benjamin Netanyahu, he had no only plan beyond and one say and you be uncle. Omoko spike here and almost out to two. So Nana, I beg. That is very different from your near why. Tis a making kind of has here, and then I make us say a woman or point in the valid. A member valid points now make here so. But we cannot sound as alarmists because yes and nice and crown on school crowd and yes obi an obey adwuma bi adaw ade we buy say nyama ewiase brichire abo wiase no etin hyehyɛ ya pa and fortunately chairman say final years from kwan eku school it means you a lot of classrooms I bet media social distancing a lot of classrooms teacher for nyina so honto mu nyina pe boa chairman dormitories so final years for pen ekwa dormitories no ye betimi anya dormitory ba kwa bia nka nipa 20 bi wo nkra no e na bia be 5 and 10 bi pe because of social distancing bath houses no pressure much eti nana ye hu so say there was a deliberate consultation, very intense. Our phone be a expert in education, health experts, our more and then you're working on world practices, what is going on. Chama in France, maybe I'm BBC, and a UK dear okay. Chama no kwasa me say yare by I hate your papa. I hate on my papa. But omuntimi for mo say womobo. No mon ka say ntia kwakoda. Ano muntimi ntomu say mo wiem in despair. It also we na mum odin sisi an ye hu yare no ne behavior kakra se ne sitie se ne spread prof ekasa no chemu bi ekwan e fa no unye hu abo no ne yoye se ne osi ye ne niam na onso no wahwehwe wo hu asiesi jama ye mo from one every look they don't even understand social distancing. They always want to be clingy akra ntia mo de ye mo nko school no. In fact, even from class 1, class 2, and now class 1, they may not even appreciate social distancing or company protocols. But from JSS, they need Akwana Jumabi, JSS 3, now Jumabi. When ye do man instructions in direction, Kakrabuno Bitimidiso. Tinaname say, this is not the time for us. Yes, I do who class Asha Ufum. There be, I think, but also encourage our Ufum, say. And she say na mpanifo de agu ho no yen hwe ne enko di so because we are saying na chama obi ebie schools na ukwa nnu so pa kan pa kona obi ebie omo aheti omo pa nkofo ewu pa no omo bie because omo hu say ade ne yan hwe ya na ba be try nchen enti ne gase ya tu bibie mu de na wa hwe a ye man na ye bo no yen timi so ma coronavirus en be ji wi ase mo so saa.
C'est ça, Jaboso.
Jamana Jaboso, tu know, so perquire, so fast way on him. Say, because you are Jaboso, the night, Jamana, and as you know from and Uncle have him, yet people have him as a Jaboso. To mention, this is a huge platform. I am far, Emma, I for, and a option I can indeed make climate here. Banana, Sir, continuous assessment, you know. Chairman, Kebema, or Yende Kessia Naba. A very, it would have been an unfair method, especially when I put to Prumuno. Said will be kind of almost and yet teachers in Yana Yadini years are. Chaman Cranible Hokrans now. Ocean Diana, Ochana Dianano, now or picking a crank is slow. It will only 30 waka crana, ne 17 Cacadia soso, now buano. There are a lot of dynamics. It took us because of this you see continuous assessment. A crabby or maybe grandpa and hold door and home funnel when to me my class ye it in the 30 part the one who between you bear 5% be. But as I'm sniddy and hot on where Timia prepare or couldn't bear 60 be at their social or call. It is a cassie general quaswa. Nanke no sunya de bebo asanse enye abofra ne fort na covid aba enti covid nti eba be gina continuous assessments kwan so dia na no sunya de betimi aboa and chama moving forward our president Emma Yarishimu na mamemra ne mese mene na eya adwen no chama sanki betimi anya na ya ho boa be so pa e bia mene na furi ya adwen ne se betimi kra ye testing no more ama ye mo frɛ ye o mo kwa chama nke beboa me de protocols ne be di so no hu hia me more de ene sa ne mani nye betete ye ntam ye my mo fa ne de da basa no bia be she nose masks. And I'm grateful to His Excellency the President says 600,000 nose masks and ye dia ko round about frɛ bia benya miensa ne nya so reusable but frɛ bia benya miensa ne nya no say timi e de hye biem enti senke betimi a anka test no yempagem na nka ebie ndru ye mofra no san se ho no mofra no ebebo chenku ache ombe wo faako ache eti eno no ene baabi a meka se mene na be ya adwen se kasa suggestion de ode ma ban a ene mefoa menua ne so ba me se menua pani ma ye mbu awofo no abamu sa ma ye emma ehu beto so sa de na ye hu ena sei na we na dabi
na enye hu
o chairman aye hu ba ne meka wontima se chairman adna ye hu no ubetimi do sa gubu betu ato sa gu wiem sa sa no nti chairman tene ye madwuma kra de bia no adwuma wo ya nkofo ani gi o man go for gidi ni arehemu e wo PC ade na benti chama wo se na wutifie o ma but ye ba me nso de fidie bi esi ho no ma ekumwa no
well men ka se kumwa no mesro men ka se kumwa
me na no tel class no beti ase
mesro
me na no tel class no beti ase
en pacho there be anya men ka no kranche na say afidie bi ani dem ho ekumwa no from manum
o chama se ememuti sanitizer money bi won sa na o sanitizer e ma mo no ko o ko sa na mo me ko raw mu a e mo no ko hye mu a na no obi ka say adia ezi adia obi ze na adia de sanitizer fe fa yen sa yesi mo yiku mu okokoro nsa mo no ko ba ko mu nko adia untimi nkono sanitizer dabi untimi nya sa eti chama ne na make kan say enunti na ye take all of this and ye ba ye chama ka ene me bank ma be chiao
so
ma toche mu kama empanifo mu titi akire Isaac emunya ya cheche o mu kama ene ye ntimi nya ne sa e ba na forin kede mahage no me sa ene ye ntimi nya sa eti ni nyina na ye kwan a ye fa so a ye di see the spread emo ano eti chairman mesra se nana ye preach more calm na ye mani panya ntia se ewom ade na ba be kan ho de enso no life must go on eno nti na president so this animal in your book chairman enti se na dey kan no 22nd year you know ena year SHS final year SHS for no ebeku school and GHS for so beku school 29th and shishaya Ministry of Education aye no and shishaya nyame adaroma and universities for no so no eko ye ma almost 600,000 reusable nose masks obi an so betimi you see chairman so we test na ya wo Ghana has na 254,331 asat ene are making ye cases are ye nya no 11,964 na emuno nyamnya daruma obi ampa bontisi awia hweye ntino 4,258 watom ena unfortunately arehomu ni oyamu 54 nso ahwere omunka chema sa wo hwe rating na say Ghana no we are doing something ye bompa he say be koso sa wo hwe even the rate of death na o de compare the positive cases no as the stats in Bechena. Now it's a 0.4%. Chairman 0.4%. Order to two world average one, 5.5%. And I order to two Africa average one, 2.6%. It's in Yamia Daroma. A room cases in a cost there. But Yamia Daroma, yes, so and also. Almost one who told one so cost. A ya yen time one also who the rule. And then the cost on Kuano. Name almost one Yamia Daroma. Almost who told mono. And so ekosro first na miensa mienu and nine bi no mo Thomas na sembe ni sa enei sa wutimi nya 4,000 mo so ho atoma e me se e asema wo se enso yeka na eto enipa asom e di sama ni nyina nkamfu ano mesre enra omampani dwumadi obedi ye no eye dwumadi ato nyina no akoma so na awofo nso me pa cho ye o se etimebua na ye manu ku school no yenya ye mu ntia ye nyina ye mu ye ntimi ma coronavirus mbeti bibia amoso emu ma hwe yi na ye ma awofo ahwehwemu se government edin hwehwe ye ato abofra no kwa eye social distancing so mo wash mo hands Veronica Bakes chairman of schools ni nyina bi mu and before then so na ministry of education so no chairman o ma fumigate all the educational facilities nationwide bebia ye di nura ko honom yes spray honum kama ye fumigate ho kama teacher man aban ayade na ne besra ne se awofo nyina obi anka na komanto ndiem enya sa na nkepe no
na sa na aba no
enti abai na ye nyane aso ano na chema mesre wo fidi kesi nsu kwa akiri ye nyusi sa platform ni enfam pichi calm abotoyemu we may have concerns yen cancer abai na emum ya me sound too much emma awofo yemu hihyo.
Interesting. 26 minutes past 10. Nanabi Namotin in Kano. Other stories on the table. Brouhaha over new register and matters arising. Brouhaha over new register and matters arising. And then EC set to begin registration on 30th June. Insists the register will address flawed elections and also Samaba. Prof, any other comments arising from the discussions? And I don't know if you would want to address the new voter register and the EC's date. Prof, Masabebium.
Chairman General. I would say, may sure they be fighting COVID-19 stigma blip from Fiji. It's a very disturbing story. Now, I say, yaka aka bio. Say stigma inti ena ebin munyadi was in yedi. Yari ba no. Obehunu say all around the world, there were people who were politicians who even came out and said are tested positive. There were others who were returned and moved free. They say, Anabi Eke, Obaya, Omadi, Yaresun Kunuma, near Bo, Yensem, Ediamomo. It was quite an exciting sight to see, say, Ubinisa, Yariboni, Ediako, na wedding so. We, Mamia, na onyem, na oko hospital, na nurse Nina, I was a share, ne fold the mono, who say, my many are tested positive pen no na we jano ma me onyem na ne ba we jano chese usuro enti and you say a lot of health workers are getting exposed enti no say ho ya ye ho adwuma yi na ya educate o monso we all need this education at every point in time enya bura ukoko tumupa na yo mhihyo sisi ebeko school yi ye nkasa bibien but esisa pa bon na obi atwa because you don't want any exposure. But I think it's important for us to take this fight against COVID-19 stigma very serious. Now, address it quickly. The issue about schools and the parenting and a parent's role will play. Because teachers are going to have a dual role. They have always had that role anyway. On the other say, or be keeping an eye say, a crown over class. Or she be ocean mask, be on son or buy those. And I think, sir, a teacher for you now, this orientation before students get to the schools. Who he has orientation, say, yeah, has orientation as some do one. Tell you, mini animal can. Obviously, who is the person coming to the school? Where is he coming from? Asymptomatic idea I come as Obia a potential career, but nobody will know. And he said Minia Ekano, it will be good for us to maybe consider testing the students. But there's a part being so. Science school for year, Amoko school. Some years 6 weeks now, 11 weeks now. Now Amobaka, where are they coming to?
If you
do we have any plan with regards to some transition? Say, or back, or go school, or back. Somehow, over if you know, he will be exposed. Until all back, no. Then, I think we should, and I'll be right here. Obama, Edwin paying for Jeremiah. I think we should reflect a bit more on that as well. Sir, period, no. Say, or
a good point.
Yeah, or no, could be 11 weeks. That's quite. That's more than 2 months. 3 weeks. Yeah. Now Oba is exposed. So how do we help them transition?
Exit and entry plan.
I think we should have that.
Entry and exit plan.
Are we going to test them whilst they are there? Are we going to test them?
Maybe
are we going to provide?
Rally put it no. When they get to the school, we test them. When they are leaving, we test them. And before they get to their homes, we should have a plan. Hey, they are exiting from the NT all back, no? Because I'm sure some parents will really have concern. Say, I could be in a crowd school. What is he coming to do? Or bandana or deba. Say, yeah, sir, plan also. I am here, no. I confirm. I think, sir, and also because my final point on this matter, no, Chairman, say, we share COVID-19 fight here all around the world, and the Elcoswa. I'm say, I may be more try the novel to me, I try and error on the ASN. It's still novel. In fact, Nana's Name kind recent study here, what she said, the mutations are how to one of them are very dangerous. Of D614G, one of the strains. Just another is the commonest strain now. Very, very notorious. And you know, the novelty in still dealing with COVID-19 now is still not lost on every nation. Say Ghana, say Togo, say Nigeria, Ubia, April. Now, make me use as me my first though. We must calculatedly respond. No credit that say. We can never say because COVID-19 happened, no, that will break. In fact, we already have ILO is already anticipating. One report of class say, over 2 billion informal workers, no, as of just a month or two into the COVID-19, now over 1.6 billion have lost their jobs.
Their jobs already.
And Africa, you can imagine, we have over 320-something million informal workers. That's serious. Africa continues to have the lowest. In fact, a little over 200,000 cases and I think 5,000 deaths or so. But if you look at the squalor, the poverty, the challenges, the poor health infrastructure in Africa, we can never continue to say so. We have to be very careful. But we have to consistently and carefully roll out our prevention mechanism because I am happy that you to number it be a canon and I'm on a new but any bad and we have to be very fair on that. I think say any bad at all. I buy a to a number and I'm on a boa. The here you know you say Kai who say baby I don't know. Name account and a message. The Ababayan Abayan. Until what would you say? I dear to some is a myth. And you know, politicians, the SIS are the high argument. Tia say, Yariano, it me can be it me can't be answered. Say, Ghana 3 key persons. Yet, Papa was one command Yamiadum, and one and yate in a year. No born more than pa or second year.
Just some.
Oh, the bush for Munkafra. And Papa year, and then I had to say, no, so no, and from the year. And also, AGRG. Naturally, say, everybody is at risk.
Yeah.
Now, second, when you say, and say, over to me about home by you still can be exposed. And also, I say, now, men use the say, we be a yeah. Now, a kawa, ube to me, what is it? Ube to me at all. And you know, in for new and say, everybody is at risk. And to say, Obi Tia, and you want to say, the SCB, if I home, and I'm going to be say, they don't care. They are talking at less than a meter distance, and some are screaming. Meanwhile, they say aerosols can carry this virus more than 1 meter. I bet to me, I infect you. I'm going serious. And Nana, where you boy be oh, and I can say public education, no. Public education, no. Here no more. Come my last point on this matter, and then my to me boy, my studies are here. So far, I say studies be me new converge. I say say can use me first one. Eboama virus no eba fam. It did kind lockdowns.
Yeah.
From the draconian measures I see with China, now eba Spain, any Italy, any other areas. You who say, or maybe I already lockdown the bro. We can see what is happening in Brazil now. So in the early days now, or they on the phone, say no. Virtually our health systems are collapsing. And you say lockdown, and it's been extensively studied, say lockdown was good. But the second part of urban, face mask. Face mask actually, in fact, research say extremely very good. And the amount said yeah to Jano. But more than national face mask. Maybe I won't want to okay, Ube to me. Onkwa na waje baby a obetumi yi
ba okoni pemu dia
so okoni pemu dia ba modi na hye na hama me sre pa say aban yebetumi yen scale up public education kakra me kra de me de ka ho ne say ye ko school no e won say ansana school for no be wura awon and na the next 2-3 days no there should be serious education in the schools. Next 2-3 days serious one me e pe kwa for 3-4 days na yen fa yen na nkra na ntiase second school for na hia me pa because they are extremely active. Report HSN in the US almost all the schools somewhere now sports they reported cases.
But talking about sports, Inko Joseph said even football in almost all over the world has resumed. This goes to tell us that we have to learn to stay safe with the pandemic.
Yes, but how have they resumed? That's the question.
Fans no cry.
But an empty stadium.
So they can resume, but you have to. Sports are contact woman. You have to be careful.
Yeah.
Even the players report yesterday before saying I'm going to musuru.
And German was here testing them. And now almost every week they are tested.
That's it. And now say one of Ghana's I've forgotten his name. Now Ebison say na cause say initially I'm going to musuru, but they tested them and weekly as they tested them all tested negative. Like I say confidence. And I say, yeah, go back to school. No? Education for our students is key. Now, me and mama only the PPEs, face masks. They are there. No, kwa. Ye nya bremo mo na educate you mo. Na de make I no say exit plan. Ye fan to ya. Say omo be fear, omo ba ni saying. And then ye be what do we have to let them know? What do we have to let parents know? Would there be a period be quarantine a few days after they are done with their exams? Now, now obefia. Now, my parents, I reach him say, clean. There is nothing wrong.
A quick one to one Nana for he said, obviously Israel Nana for the example. No, remember Israel fully reopened schools from kindergarten to tertiary. From kindergarten to tertiary. And so. Let your speaker reference Israel in sounding alarm bells be minded. Gordon in Dansuman. Oforiwa in Rio also says, how many hours will they spend in the classroom at the SHS level? And then, good morning, Kwame. It seems everyone is asking the government to do one thing or the other for our students who are going to school. Let me ask, what are we also doing to help our children, our wards? The government is doing all she can, so let's help to make sure that the country is a better place. Billy Kwame in Enchi. Tell Nana Furi that everywhere in this modern world, it is the economy that supports life. Abeku in Lashibi. And then COVID-19 positive expectant mother in Takrade, supposedly abandoned because of her circumstances, has been delivered of a healthy baby. Oh, Amagana. Ebenezer from Accra Station in Takrade. Yes, we heard that too. That she's been delivered nicely. Chairman General, please find out what has happened to the rapid diagnostic test which have been developed by KNUST. Kofi Sapem, thank you for that one. We'll follow up on it and find out what we can also do or what has been done. Okay. Godwin from Tamale, thank you very much, Godwin. We will allow them to continue. Nanabi, uko Kofodia weekend. Oh, problem about
it's a party.
Actually, accusations be about Osobat. Major answer. Prof.
Oh, Chairman said that.
Come here and say register. You have some day. I who politicians and talk about already. Yatia, baby, I don't hear. It can be as yes here. And say so far no. Who say yani be at this stage? I will not go and still join in the fight. Now, mommy, your questions, Kakra.
Yeah.
My first question, the application of or the translation of PPEs at the various stages and places are registration. I think in some areas in the US, no, they are voting. Come, is that right? And they are having some elections. My share for some, and you can see, they have marked the queue no 1 meter distance, and you mark it. Now the next person, with the full facial mask on, until the next person now go. At the same time, in most of our banks, like I said, just be here. Not anchor one after the other. Question about come we want to say. Are we sure, say, all the areas now, EBSR registration, you bet to me I apply SAR protocol very well now. There's something I've seen about a collective psyche in Ghana.
Yeah.
When we start something, Adiba Mihusena, there was a lot of disinfection exercises going on. We were so happy. Areas being into inclining, see, but that was just an idea on that. Man, was there about that particular collective psyche of being inconsistent in certain things? Now, you're not dream. And you best start fair. There be a first day, the other oh, now, if you understand when I contact with him, I say, but it started very well.
It started very well.
First question, are we really going to be committed? Now, this seeming collective psyche of not sticking to something and following through to the end. And when you make the being, you say, Wonga and
Peace FM
vulnerable to society all over the world. Now, say, I say number 10 now, and another kind, or try and say, you're in you, and I'm a nipa EU Ghana. Omunya COVID-19, diabetes, and hypertension. Plans bang na eri gu akwemu ama wonga elderly. Then na ebetu so that we don't expose them. Say who say the elderly have really died in Italy and France and Spain. Yehu. My question, you know, dia na beboy, ana bi beboy. My question na etwa to no. Wonga ebeboa na register. They said, Wonga Eboa, my air contact tracing. Yes, start to be fair. Yes, start to be fair. And I cause you a failure. Almost a year below. Yes, say, I'm not uncle Swan. What will happen is that we are going to have a long period.
It's no good news at all.
It's not good. It's like a long period. Now, some long period don't exposing for. Because if it's going to be minimum, how many weeks are we using to do this?
38 days.
38 days. And he said, Name man ambassa. We are trusting us and ambassa. And now, by any Yamenqua, say, I buy so a man ambassa. Say, Sika also a tree uncle because this is almost a perennial problem. Almost bribia. Over Tiana says, "Oh, my liam down tools." Sika nemba. And to one year, by say, you man, my question back on say, are we sure that Beribin see my uncle say, ye jai? Tell me 3 questions. Now, the hear me, I make catch out to say, this collective psyche of lack of commitment to follow through. Say, I started at the beer. I was see a vie. I was see a quahani who say a vie. So I don't know, I am by the beer organa, and we have to change it. And these are my questions about registration exercise. No?
Yo.
Say, Ebekoyi.
Yeah, that's it, Professor Joseph Osafo, or head of psychology department, University of Ghana, Legon, was also head of counseling at our Church of Pentecost. Wrapping up, Nana Furi.
Grandpapa, a prof addition to this panel, a very powerful addition.
You don't know me,
because prof, no, professional mind, no, analysis, and statistics, and could say, prof, or deal with. And improving the system. Grandpa, I mean you have boxer from Chanton. The boxer from Chanton say, Where you come from?
Now, one of the boxer from Shannon.
Boxer from Shannon. I can't say.
Anyway, what you say?
Major. Also, I am oh, let's also cast. I
don't know what to vote for the
maybe men can a crop here too. Na men tiado. Will be from Asempa FM. I'll say without any voice clip to the contrary, I'll err on the side of my colleague Efia Pokua. Knowing her, I don't think she'll report what the minister did not say. Fortunately, the president has set the record straight. So let's move on. Obi Asempa FM. Obi, I don't know. I think that I will stand with you and stand with Efia too. Efia Pokua is not that reckless. So I stand with her too. I don't think she would have gone out just on her own volition to do that.
This has to do with the arresting issue now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So until otherwise proven,
a hospital or
until otherwise proven, I stand with Efia Pokua as well. In the meantime, happy birthday, Dominic Kisiyeboa, producer of Ekusi, saying on Asempa FM. Yeah, Nana for you.
Happy birthday, Kissy. Grandpa, hey.
But this one is a jab at Nana Furi before you go on. This one says Nana Furi also has traveled all the way from Winneba in the central region to the studios of Kokrokoo Peace FM at Tabeka Junction, the Greater Accra region, and he's engaged in emotional tantrums by claiming final year students can't go write the exams and citing Israel. Are we to completely shut down our educational system and put the lives of our future generations in jeopardy when there are mitigating factors in dealing with COVID-19? Yet he is freely moving from one radio station to the other. Justice Abeku Tirofe. Anyway, Charlie, I'm sorry.
Israel.
We are research on Israel. Grandpa, me studio ha. And I may make an argument. Me koti Professor Atefa, lawyer, extraordinaire. Or your head of the National Identification Authority. Also, he can provide to Ghanaians the database for Electoral Commission. Today, Professor Tefa stands vindicated. We're winning. Because there's now a law that says that they use NIA card to go and register. Which presupposes that we are all in the NIA database.
Which presupposes that you don't have to scream to make your point. There's a psychologist here. I'm sure by now when the OY and B2 on toy, but when the electrical problems. Or a very emotional person. Into Okasa na Abba.
The nature of our culture and our language is emotional, or gestures, and then tonations can change the meaning of one word, or meaning multiple meaning. Just tonation to me, Maui, or change the word. Emphasis. Prof, Tomasi. Grandpa, Professor Tefa Kacha in there. Ne NIA database no yes. Obetu where ye. Electoral Commission data ya was she obetu modama within 5 days. Okoja Western region no ye oma that information. Grandpapa, he stands vindicated. Since your NIA prerequisite for registration. So a prerequisite for registration, not there. You are already in a database because to get the card, you must be part of NIA database. And a card was to be used for EC new registration. And it presupposes that what Professor Atefa in his wisdom said, that he can extract out of his database, a database for the Electoral Commission, it's true. Because now by law, you must use your NIA card to go and register for the Electoral Commission registration.
That was the case, so it used to be the law.
Grandpapa, this thing that Professor Tefa said that medicine studio, make card there. We don't need a new database. And they'll be asking, oh, he can't finish it on time. He can't do this. He can't do it. Now the law says that you can use that card to go and register. You are already part of his database. And to this thing, or you're redundant. You see, history, you see, time has come to bear and bread no quarry at that brain. Professor Atefa, or your lawyer. He's a lawyer. He's a man of evidence. And no coach in Western region. And no there, he can get it from his database. And that me use a scientific equation there. There is a dominant and recessive gene. You can get the recessive gene out of the dominant, but you can't get the dominant out of the recessive. Professor Tiffany NIA database, or your dominant database, and you can extract a recessive database, which is the EC's database, out of that dominant database. Because on the database, our Ghanaians, our non-Ghanaians, our people from age of 15 going. And you ultimately extract the document now you here to go to Aba. And in the analysis of the Progressive People's Party, we did not need a new register. The law which has been passed, which says you need NIA to go and register, validates that point. And it validates Professor Tefa's statement that he made in the Western region. This person was appointed by His Excellency to oversee a process. And in the
so the summary of your point is,
the summary of the point is that though we are going to do a new register, by passing of the law that says you must use the NIA card to do the new register, you are already captured in that database.
There is no new law.
Whatever it is, the NIA with the NIA being brought to the fore, and now
it used to be there in a CR91.
It brings to the fore again the argument that the great professor, a lawyer and a professor, a man of competence, who stood in the Western region to tell us, you and I, to the public, and reported in graphic, saying that the EC database that we are fighting over is not necessary because he can provide it. He's vindicated. Papani are vindicated. The Progressive People's Party is vindicated.
If any Atefa be a PPP.
But I say,
Atefa no vindicated.
It's our official position that we should use the NIA database as the new register. That was our position. Until the way the series of activities are where now we are going to the registration 38 days. We must observe COVID-19 practices. We pray for the best. We will educate our people. Citizens are going to stand on this line. We are looking at the way in which we can move forward as a people. But Grandpapa, this will be the 5th registration. This will be the 5th Electoral Commission registration in the 4th Republic. I'll tell you, it will not be the last, because people will continue to raise problems with it, and which is why that we need a permanent solution. That the good professor, the lawyer who is a professor, has said that he has a permanent solution. I think we need to listen to it because he has spent.
Because it's your party's position.
No, because 1.2 billion has gone into that process, Grandpapa.
Okay.
Another over 400 million is going into this process. Together is 1.6 billion. This money is a duplication of function, the same things, and we are using the taxpayers' money. And the money that we have used in that space, Grandpapa, you may use the same funding to do other equally important things.
But that's it.
Yes.
Chairman, a point of correction. This 1.2 billion, and I think Professor Tifu Anangasa will be correct. Is just over 100 million or so. Mr. And 1.2 billion.
Oh,
yes, I will be correct.
But
there was a figure being thrown about. No, so the principle.
The entire Ghana for 100 million. And EC is registering the same registration for 400 million.
And you're 400 million. Again, and also you are still getting the figure. I don't know where you're getting the figures from. But let me first of all deal with Asama Okan. Nana Misrel, the national identification card as a form of identification a new law. I mean, we should not misinform our audience. It is never a new law. Look, Chairman, we could CI 91 or her. CI 91, we have regulation 1, sub-regulation 3. A person who applies for registration as a voter shall provide as evidence of identification one of the following: a passport, a driver's license, C, a national identification card. And then I see CI 91, Madam Charlotte say, chairperson, and a year. And chairman, first of all, Nana Mesro, the national identification card, no, and you knew. And yet, CI 126 year ban and saying, and the NIA card, or what that. Maybe difference, chairman, the ban say, because now NIA and Shadanya functional previously, nay, abe much more functional, a movie round, I cast more. But chairman, Mokrama Jatu say, oh my 11 million, oh my registered 11 million. A muna is a cabin 3 million also on dom cards amount. And TNT mean for say and also pay a bit and because a new Biana Chairman midway, I'm yet to receive mine. And Chairman, them have me a short saying you Biana in Sakanadia. That I have to make that correction. Now, Chairman, there's this erroneous impression, say the CI 126. You're passing it just last week, I think Tuesday, you know. It has come to replace the CI 91 Debbie. An important part was here, Chichu. The CI 126, no, it has only amended just about 2 or 3 provisions in the CI 91. So the CI 91 is still the law. That is the Public Elections Regulation of Voters 2016. It is still the law that governs electoral processes, especially registration. This is still the law. But near CI 126 now you say we have regulation 1, sub-regulation 3 honana. Now a case driver's license a form of identification and the chairman and come and then I say an existing voter's ID card. And so forms of identification and that chairman and also a year free. And the second being say chairman will register paying. Say chairman come if I can register. Ubetimi I register ma enipa du. First nanka entesa nanka ubetimi guarantee for enipa enum pe. Enti nipa bia na e bia onni ene law ne say ubetimi use only passport and only NIA cards with a person or 2 persons guaranteeing for you. And as any patronos also a registered voter. Not necessarily where Nipana will guarantee man or Kokrokoo anything. It is a Peace FM police station. Chairman General say Hana register ya. Ubetimia guarantee ma ubi East Legon. Ubetimia guarantee will be boga. But in this a bro 10. A bro 10 off mura. Chairman, and one in Satsaya CI 126 Diaba. So it is not an entirely new regulation governing our registration or electionary processes. No. So that point must be made clear. And I assume, Nana.
How does that take away from Professor Atefeke?
No, because Professor Atefeke has more kind. It was already the law. Law will say no, yes.
But now that's
so what I'm saying.
Form of identity.
Yes, so that is why. And because where I agree with you, I'm coming.
Isolating to passport.
And Osha Electoral Commission the previous registration year, Prof, over 90% and a register ya guarantee so. That is why and many say how many people are with me guarantee for. It's an it is somewhere say 10 you register it me guarantee for nipa 10 times 10 no 100 times 10 equal 1,000 times 10 equal 10,000 10,000 times 10 100,000 100,000 times 10 1 million. It will be a very registered piano. Where I will agree with you is that now the NIA database I expanded because initially not any functional. Then nipa kakrebi ni kuta card no. But then no me register nipa just a little over 11 million. 11 million no some betimi provide the cards no e dia mo nyina. So when you 11 million now when you kuta cards now it's a huge number. But it may not capture every single Ghanaian.
Let me read this one from Samuel Brian Boabi, who says, kindly remind Nana Fori that the NIA registers every Ghanaian whilst the EC registers Ghanaians of sound mind and of a certain age. How can we determine people with sound mind using the NIA data? Political parties, CSOs, chiefs, and lecturers don't conduct elections in this country. The EC does. Let's leave the EC alone and allow institutions in this country to work. Samuel Bryant Babing. Well, somebody doesn't agree. Somebody doesn't agree with you. You tend to attack.
It is not.
What he says.
Do you know why Samuel Bryant Babing is actually grounded on the law? Look, ABM Regulation 1. A person entitled to have his name or included in the register of voters of an electoral area if the person is a citizen of Ghana, 18 years and above, and then of sound mind. Yes. Look, I don't know that's what she said.
EC, when has EC defined the sound mind? As psychologist part of the.
What are you talking about? Sememu area. That is a more reason.
Doctor is a psychologist. Who determines who is a sound mind?
Look,
what is the qualification of a sound mind?
Obiba, yatutuna no, obi onya sound no, ni din, ni mami din, ni papa din, ni age, area of film. The person may not even be able to recollect it.
So, agent.
So, what the difference? The tester, in this case, I'm a brother, I can say, NIA card no, you register Ghana ni bia. Say why you mukau oyare onyare you register bia because you present your database and what details for everybody. But the EC no, Nana.
Just show us the process that EC determines a sound.
Me agent or her. That's what you say a chrome because me agent am no. One of the criteria I'm defining is or a familiarization with the environment. What you say assume see you about them that.
Why the declare some about that?
Oh, as a man also can to a community. That is why you can raise why you don't know the objections. Only be somebody told you
only a psychologist.
I think you are being no. I don't make a say.
No, you are being.
You know what you can do? What you can do is that you can only object. Look, say me area mu. Na mu say nipa we yenim say area mu ha say na adwu mu ka no onya sound mind. Do you know what I can do? Nana, can you just let the people learn? To basi. Man go function the journey I would tell. It wouldn't be. Prof, do you know what happens?
You respond to
because you cannot say if you say nipa na bodam. Ebi ana nso bodam ampa. That is why the law is that you have an agent there. You can raise an objection. Then the person will fill an objection form. And the grounds for the objection, I'll be trying to say on your sound mind. It will go before a review committee. Then the review committee will take evidence. That is where what you are saying it comes to say ampa. And then a chance any poor bodam. Ebi ampa yenya medical report before bodam ampa. Near in the dear film. So you cannot just say any panel board and in the dear film. You can
help me with this one. And say that word say maybe that's not exactly the kind of words that is used.
It's the person is of sound mind.
So is that broad?
Yes.
Because and that's why I think he has a little bit of a point there. Sound mind is very broad. Remember example. Obet man you be a Najimo Kanwa. Obet me uncle school. Obet me a professor. Obet me I a sophomore. But a mental health challenge. And a group be
grandpapa my professor every day.
A kind of power very well. They said the okay no. Ne talks quite distorted. Said the the way and demeanor. Said the was addressing. Most often than not, in our communities, no, you can see them. The Nantie, Unjare, those are the people we feel say Omabodam. And maybe we have to look at what a sound mind is in the law, because too broad. And a bit me grounds for anybody at all to raise very, very wide objections. Say, okay, make sure I'm in who ye. But say criteria be clear. Say the sound mind. Me fan say example, obi a nim say community no. Say the okay no. Wabo dam do very stigmatized, but just say not ne enkoyi obi anim no. Obi anim no. Eno be dem because say eba obi a oye depressor. Only sound mind. But I'm more Obi your anxiety disorder, only sound mind, but the more the mind. And I had too broad, and I think that we have to. And Kwame, that's an issue.
Means we have to relook at that particular
we have to look at
provision.
It's an issue that mental health experts have raised. So sometimes, or some of our law books now, the use of certain terminologies to capture whether a person is sound or otherwise, too wide and broad. And why are you careful? Obi, depressed. No, baby. I said, Obi, depressed. Your mental health is affected, but you're not.
So it means you're not exactly of sound mind at that time.
Yes, at that time. But the question is, would you, for example, disenfranchise Obi or depressed from registering, for example?
That'll be difficult.
That'll be difficult. And you know, maybe Nana,
Oh, Chairman Patrick, kakra, Mister. Chairman, you can't sound mind the laws of Ghana. Chairman, the laws of Ghana.
Nana, 1 minute.
Chairman Patrick, laws of Ghana. A church sound mind. In fact, say if you call Wars Act, now call even the criminal code. Go on more bar or so, Majumu come to make us for purposes of this. The definition is a do how appreciate the system no cry. On 10 year nasi, on name the date of birth cry, on name the dean, on name baby or take. Onim if you're free, onim the Mohammedin, onim
amnesia.
Oh,
I can have amnesia.
I don't know what to say. Yeah.
No, but
yes,
amnesia,
so for the laws of Ghana, defining. That is why I make a say. You cannot say so. You need panic human intro. What you can only do is to object.
But no object.
Yes, that based on where you still feel any panel. Only sound mind. Then it is not only that you go before the review committee. Then the review committee will take evidence, and in the review committee so based on that, then they can say ampa. Yeah, share we say criteria we say name who say the panel sound mind. So I appreciate what you are saying, but there is a way and there's a definition in the laws of Ghana for a sound mind.
Okay, no, let me also
finally,
go sound mind.
Chairman, finally, Chairman Onim.
Oh, finally,
special marks issue on Chairman Pacho, and we hear me pa. Now, Prophet can't see me. Chairman, Ghana from funny serious crowd.
At all.
And Chairman, a bit the politics be around me, doing one and just
you have to stop that.
And it is serious. I deal with any man people in DC. Chairman, me, my core region, my core voter region. Chairman, me go training all. Now me drew honor no. Me no know my voter region. Chairman, almost shakra. Chairman, me should have finding out. From penny for MMDCs and a teacher for including regional minister. Chairman, almost an address in Tiense. I'm telling you, Chairman, Mr. Minianum. We are human beings before politics. We are brothers, Ghana, and we're boom. You have your preference, it is okay. But yes, because the president of Ghana, AMPP ni waka.
Now, so okay, training and MPP for now, training.
David Chamahu.
And you go MPP for training, then MPP for the next.
I was there for 2 days, and 2 days, I'm telling Chama my reporters and can. And in fact, a dear could tell me different ways. Oba Kras here, Omun Shakra, Uni Biajin, a business Omun Nisadian crowd. They don't believe. It will be a good and a varied reasons. A bit Yakwa political, a bit Yakwa Yin Nikra, a bit Yakwa, a bit who be that. Chairman, me. I'm a tea. Me, I come in sumo pain. Someone on me crying, say, me, mammy, no dinner chi, or to UK. Let me find a crazy ye. You're a bonny yea, a money from Yaya. Chairman will free me and need 2 days. Then you come to go. They made me their double dose. It makes some young funny, serious, and there's an uncle who need the crana. Who names a Ghana penny and uncle what you another man hot on. Chairman knows maximum. In the presidency, a compulsory. Yenim say health minister so any be. In I am where Nana be me that's it. Prof and pay me that's biom. Ne baby a mess about Bubu and biom. That's it. Morning Nana to 4. May his soul rest in peace. One of the greatest lyricists of this country. Not flamboyant, but gets the job done. Belated birthday wishes to you, Lady Bonnie Rosemary Ifua, aka Rose, born of Enum Presbyterian High School. It's from your sister Portia and your friend Kay Danso. And it says, greetings to my big brother, Dr. Johnny of the University of Ghana, Legon, from Kakra Danso to you.
And once again, a shout out to some fans in Winneba. Kokrokoo Champong, Betty and Popo Man, all of the stage. And of course from Iron Man as well. Thank you guys. Make way for Kofi Kumbilson on your radio. He's next. And then the next news broadcast is at 12. Have a beautiful day. Remember to keep your dreams and hopes alive. God bless. Good morning.